Hey, what's up you guys? This is MCLegoboy here with Series 3 of the Microfighters, and we're going to review these for the next 3 weeks. We're going to review them in batches of 2 because they go together. As you can tell, these two go together, these two go together, and these two go together. So with that out of the way, let's move on to this week's review. Hey, what's up you guys? This is MCLegoboy here with 7.5... Hey, what's up you guys? This is MCLegoboy here with 75125 and 75126, the Resistance X-Wing Fighter and the First Order Snowspeeder. So, hey, 2 more Episode 7 sets, alright. They're Microfighters, so they don't really count that much, in some sense, because, like, you can't really put these in a scene with regular ships, so, yeah. Do kind of like this, that there are the other set in the background, so it's more than just showing that, oh hey, these boxes go together. They also, like, you are supposed to get them together and fight them, so that's cool. And they're also showing, like, collect them all, and it's like, get these two, and these two, and these two. It's like, pretty cool, so. And really not much more to say there. So, as we've done in the past, we've got skip buttons, so you can just skip straight to the review of this. You skip straight to the review of this if you want. But right now, we're going to do what we've done in the past, and actually not worry about punching in any of these things. I like that a lot. We can just open up the box immediately. Oh, look out, everybody. So, I am going to show you how to do this, because I didn't see that before. So, yes, I absolutely hate punching in on here, because it, like, kind of destroys the box. So what you do, you get a pocket knife. Again, kids, don't mess with pocket knives, alright? If you're going to use a knife, get an adult. If you don't feel like you can, like, handle this knife, let the adult do it, alright? Also, never cut towards you. I've done that a few times now. But kind of cut in there. And cut in like that. Try not to cut up and do what I just did. And then here comes, like, the hard one, I think. Like, make sure everything is down on the bottom. And then just kind of try to make sure that you're only cutting the glue. I don't think it's necessarily too hard to do, but it is something that I have accidentally done, which is cutting it to the point where I didn't have this part. But yeah, basically just trying to cut the glue, and then you've got your parts, and oh man, quite possibly a bunch of dust all over your black background. So, but yeah, box is in pretty good condition now, and totally fine. If you don't care about the box, hey, you know, that's okay too. So, but yeah, seriously, don't play with knives. Alright, so first we're going to review the Resistance X-Wing Fighter. And first in that part of the review, we'll go over the minifigure. Now, minifigure, gotta say, absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Look at all that. Really, really cool. It's like printing almost all the way around the helmet. Like, that's the only bare spot on it, and I don't even know if there is supposed to be something there or not. But, like, Look at that. Look at all those, like, crazy details in there. Little comm mic right there. And helmet is 2 different molds put on top of one another. Really cool. And this face, man, I love it. Looks really cool. Not that I really care all that much about what he does, but he kind of looks a bit like Kevin Smith. So, I don't know, maybe I just ruined a minifigure for you guys, whatever. But anyway, so then the X-Wing itself, it's okay. It is cool. I like it. Very similar to the other X-Wing that we've gotten before, and I'll compare the two. The wings are more in proportion here, in some sense. Like, they're not as chibified. You can tell that this one is, well, you could. There we go. Let's be smart about this. The wings are longer. So, length of the body is the same, or a little longer, but not much. So, my biggest disappointment with this, though, is the fact that there isn't a droid that comes with this. It could have been a regular astromech droid, or it could have been one of the new B models. I would have loved to have had a little droid head be right there, so. But I guess we can't get everything, so. Pink going on. And, yeah, these close up, of course, so that's kind of cool. Well, I mean, you know, cool function, standard function. So, yeah. Really not much to it. A little repetitive. Some cool pieces, though, like these 1x2 baby slope things going on. We are still using flick fire missiles. Yeah. My biggest complaint about it is that the wings aren't like the actual wings. And I feel like these engines stick out a bit too far. I mean, I don't really know too much about this kind of an X-Wing. I've only seen the movie once. Yes, I know. Please don't hate me. I will be getting the DVD at some point, and I'll be able to watch it more than once, and I'll be able to, like, learn more about these ships. I also don't have the big version of the X-Wing, so I can't compare it to that all that much. But I do feel like these engines may be a bit big. I'm not quite sure. It's also a chibi model, so it's kind of hard to tell. But in terms of pieces, like, you got some blue pieces. So yeah. Let's move on to the First Order Snowspeeder. So you got this minifig on here. It's a snowtrooper. I don't remember seeing any of these guys in there. I think the snowtrooper and the flame trooper were the same design in terms of, like, helmet and armor, though. So comes with a backpack, maybe, if this camera will focus. So yeah. Also, there's printing on the back. Okay, so if we're putting printing on the back of this guy, how come we haven't done this with stormtroopers, where they've got, like, the 2 gray spots on the back? Come on, man. And yeah, I know some people, they have a gripe with it being this clone head. I don't really care. Like, it doesn't bother me all that much. You don't see anybody take off their helmet that's not a good guy. So. And, hey, camera, will you focus? Yeah, that's what the back looks like. You got the backpack on there. And maybe put a hat back on. And then he just kind of sits in there, chills out, maybe. Let's just kind of go over this thing. Again, it's another ship that I don't have, and you also don't really see this in the movie ever. so why not a TIE fighter? Now, I mean, there already was another type of TIE fighter in the rest of Series 3, so maybe that's why. But I do feel like a First Order TIE fighter would have been really cool and would have fit more than the Snowspeeder, because you don't see the Snowspeeder anywhere. It's like just not there. Like, some people have found it and they've taken a shot from the movie, even just the trailer, I think, and it's there when General Hux is like giving his big speech, and it's just like lined up with like a whole bunch of them just lined up, and you know, I don't ever remember seeing any of them in action. So we got this pivot going on. It's okay, not the best. It comes with these shooty guns, so with 2 extra studs for them, and I think the only like good spot for them would be like right here, maybe. Okay, we'll remove that 1 brick and we'll stick them there, because my one problem with these shooty gun things, these stud launchers, is that there's nowhere to place any of the extra studs sometimes. So yeah, I kind of feel like this build was more interesting than the X-Wing, though, because it wasn't super repetitive. It's not like the most exciting looking ship, but it also comes with more pieces, and a lot more extra pieces, including the tile that had the backpack design on it, so that's cool. And yeah, he just kind of sits in there and chills out, because he doesn't do anything in the movie. So, yeah. So, and again, like, I don't have the big version of this set, so I don't know how out of proportion it is. I do feel like this is more kind of chibi-fied, maybe. I don't know. I just don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. And then kind of as a rule for both, I feel like the designer dropped the ball. And by that I mean, Series 2, we had a place to put the weapons. Like, X-Wing, okay, you still kind of do. You got this clip back here. And then you've got this guy, and there's nowhere to put his gun, like, at all. I mean, I guess maybe, like, you stick it on to this, like, will that work? I don't know. Yeah, it kind of works. Do you fit it on like that? It's got a scope? I don't know. You fit it on upside down? Like that? I don't know. Oh, man. So, yeah. Just not quite sure how to feel about that. So I guess as an overview, they're both kind of sets that you can pass on unless you are a collector. But like, of the two, if you absolutely had to choose one, this one for more parts, this one for more interesting parts, and interesting model, and I would actually kind of say that the minifigure is even better. So of the two, I'd say that this one is the best. But if you are like me and you're a collector of little series and stuff like that, you're going to get these both. So anyway, this has been MCLegoboy with 75125 X-Wing Fighter, and the camera died. So yeah, this has been MCLegoboy with 75125 Resistance Star, or blah. You know what, man? It's an X-Wing from episode 7. And then 75126 First Order Snowspeeder. So, yeah, see you guys.